Hey everybody, how's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be doing a mail call giveaway updates, which includes the fact that I'm going to be trying to hire somebody to work on Treasure Town. So if that's you or you know somebody who might be interested, please let me know. And then a bit of a Q&A at the end. But we've got an 1898 Morgan silver dollar that's going to be free for one of you to own. We'll get to that in just a moment. But before that, I want to check out some of the awesome packages that viewers like yourself have sent in to support the channel. And I'm really excited by what some of them look like. So let's check it out and yeah, get to the rest of the video after it. And unfortunately, the first package was 5 pennies that do not have any value over 1 cent. They were sent in from Tanzania, and the person wanted me to auction them for them. And if you have super valuable coins, I'd be interested in talking to you about that. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to hold on to these and can't really do much outside of email the person saying that they're not valuable. But next up, we're going to be focused on whatever's in this package, and it almost feels like a roll, so that's kind of exciting. And that package had some awesome coins. I've been actually working on filling out a Canadian folder of cents, and this is supposed to have some potential Canadian coins. Now the folder is kind of far away from where I'm filming this video, but I'm going to check it out. They mentioned that they do have a 1977, which I think I still need, so thank you so much for thinking of me with this. And I always hold on to Canadian cents because they're out of print, and I just like to kind of hang on to them. So this is going to be great in the folder, as well as just kind of having these in a collection. It looks like there's maybe some older ones mixed in as well. 1944, that's awesome. Now, in general, I try to build the set from coins that I find in circulation. These are going to be perfect for once the series is over, then I can include them. So thank you so much to David who sent me these. And this next package is from Scott. Thank you so much. This is an awesome assortment of world coins. There are so many cool ones, and there's some designs that I've never had before, so I'm really excited. I'd say that my favorite world coin here was this one, just a really cool looking, I think, £1 from Ireland. I really like how the pound, the denominated, kind of the artwork and the stag or the buck on it. There's also this sweet 20, it's a Peruvian, so 20 soles, nuevo soles, and 20 on the back. A neat design there. Really like banknotes. And then lastly, we've got this batch of wheat pennies. We're going to hunt them in just a moment. But the last thing is, these are going to make for some great videos on Christian's Coin Corner. So thanks for contributing to the greater Treasure Town network. Now let's get into those wheat pennies. And nothing like a surprise hunt that you didn't know was going to happen. So I always enjoy kind of seeing what the potential is. And from the outside, I saw that there was a 1910 coin. This kind of jumps out at me. I don't know if that's, I don't think it's an error, but it's kind of interesting how that presents itself. 1929, though, so slightly older coin. After that, we've got a 1940. Let me just grab a handful here. 1955D. I should probably cherry pick these later. Ooh, sweet. And we got what looks to me to be a 1911, so a very old coin at this point. I thought it was a 1918 for a second, but I don't think it is. We've got a 56, a 1950D, 1957D, 1956 again. Let's check that one out. It looks old, and it is 1920 with some good eye appeal. 1956, a little bit of luster on that one, and this one looks pretty crisp. 1954S, so San Francisco mint mark. Let's see what else. But I've been hunting some rolls, and this has a better quality, 1950D, than a lot of the stuff that's out there. So thank you as a heads up. That one looks interesting. Quite a thick mint mark there, 1942S. I wonder if that has some extra value, if there's, any sort of designation for that. I know in the early 40s there, on some of the other coins, there are some, like on the quarter, I want to say it's like 41. There's like different S varieties that are worth a lot more based off of which one you have. 1937, sweet. But there's so many varieties. I'm still working to memorize all of them. 1910, awesome. 111 years old. Wow. Next up, 1948, 55. The other thing is that I make videos on things and I learn it for like a few weeks, and then it disappears from my memory. So that's actually something that I've noticed that happens as well. So it's not like I'm an encyclopedia. I know the big stuff, but still miss sometimes. 1911 again, that is awesome. And a 1917. So yeah, this is way better than a lot of the eBay rolls that are out there. So thank you so much, Scott. And I'm just going to continue going through these. 1946S. I'm also curious about that last package. It's quite big in terms of its size, but always so generous of people. And I've been trying to 1923. That's cool. And a nice condition 1958, 1944. I'm also excited about all those world coins because the thing is with Christian's Coin Corner, it's basically a channel. I'm even upfront about my model. It's not to provide people. It's not like really high quality videos, but I can make a lot of them at once and give people a full overview about what's on a coin. That one's 1944. Let's see. I'm curious. Can't tell what that one quite is. Actually, looks like 1910. So that's great. Seeing it through the damage or whatever that is. And it gives people exactly Christian's Coin Corner what they need to know about a specific coin, but it doesn't like. The goal there is for me to make a lot of videos to cast a wide net, whereas each individual video takes me a much longer time to edit, and I'm still at the point where I do all of the editing. 1936, that's cool. I do all of the editing for this, whereas Christian's Coin Corner, I can pay some employees to help with that. And another 1910, awesome. We're really getting some good dates here. 1920 as well. 1953D and 1955. And we're just kind of coming to the close here, but basically the point is all those world coins will be helpful because I also want to target a lot of the countries where, people have valuable coins. Maybe there's a lot more euros out there versus like, there was a coin that I did the other day. It was like North Borneo or something like that, where there's a lot less people searching for those coins. So the euros, the pounds, the Canadian stuff from David is all really helpful. Just kind of wrapping up here, we've definitely got a nice trove of older coins, all cool ones, and I hold on to every coin that's sent to me in these. So now we're going to get to that last package. And check this one out. I'm just going to show this whole kind of letter so that I don't read through the full thing, but we've got something from the Hawaii Minting Authority. They said to direct them to their website, hawaiimintingauthority.com. Generally don't do sponsorships, but the mail call is one way that I do, so we'll check it out. But if you want to pause the video a little while back, I'm now going to open this one up and see what we've got. And I gotta say, this is a pretty sweet looking box, really neat sealing, and I want to make sure that I get the pronunciation and meaning right. That matters to me. And I think it's Kalakeokeo, which means silver money, and this says silver mea, and I'm not sure what is underneath, but I'm just gonna unwrap this, get my little stand here, and unfortunately I always hate to break the seal on something as nice looking as this, but props for having a good looking and clearly protective seal, and I'm excited to see what's inside. And check that out. So the Hawaii Minting Authority, we got a neat sticker, and it looks like we're getting an ounce of fine silver. That is awesome. And this is not any ounce of silver because I feel like it's going to look really cool. I did not know in advance that they were sending this to me. So let's see. Ooh, and it's a neat like twist off. Let's check this out. It says Kala Keokeo, 1 troy ounce of 999 fine silver, and that is pretty sweet, and I love this case. I mean, check that out. Sometimes the little things are kind of what's cool. So I'm going to see if I can't get this out and kind of show you the reverse. And it wasn't too challenging to do it, but yeah, check that out. Hawaii Minting Authority and Kala Keokeo, 1 troy ounce of 999 fine silver. Let's see, Le Omano Pololu. I hope that I got the pronunciation right. But anyways, yeah, the Kalakeokeo is silver money, so accurately describes what we've got, and then a nice kind of airtight to showcase the round. So thank you so much to the Hawaii Minting Authority. I'll have their website in the description. And yeah, let's get to the giveaway. Excited to unveil what that's going to be. And before I let you go, I want to open this package up. It's from Past the Breakers, awesome supporter of the channel. So I'm just going to open this up, then we'll get to the giveaway. It's, like I mentioned, this 1898 Morgan dollar, but yeah, let's check it out. And check this out. It's from the British East Caribbean Eastern Group, 2 cents, 1965, super uncirculated coin. And thank you so much for sending that. I'm sure that I'll make a Christian's Coin Corner video out of it. But thanks so much. And now I guess we can talk right away about the giveaway. This 1898 Morgan dollar, looks pretty good in my opinion. It's not an uncirculated coin, but it's definitely got a nice presentation. And I think the way that we're going to do it for this one, I want you to check out my website, treasuretown.yt.com, and I want you to look at all of the pages. There's not too many of them, and let me know in a comment what pages you would improve, and if there's any pages you would add, how, anything helpful for the website. And I'll probably choose the top 10 comments that I think are good ideas, and I'll have a random drawing between those. So looking forward to hearing your thoughts, and can't wait to place this with one of you. Now let's talk about my hiring potential, and then also take a look at the question and answer. Got some good questions in and wanted to address them at the end of this video. Now, in terms of the job position, basically what I'm looking for, and it would be paid, we can talk about that later if you're interested, but it would be remote, right? I'm in Connecticut. Most of you are going to be located in the States. I think it's really good if you do have some base coin knowledge, because I do have some employees who really don't have too much experience with collecting, and there's some good things that they can do, they can get involved with. But there are also, what I'd be looking for from the remote workers are people who can kind of create PowerPoints, create presentations, and potentially make some thumbnails as well. So that would be using Photoshop, and it would also be using Microsoft PowerPoint. So those two might be a bit of a barrier, but if you have those and you're interested, we could also talk if you just have one of them. So right, if you just have Microsoft Office, you think you have some coin knowledge, can put together presentations, that would be a huge help, right? Because I spend a lot of time filming, but I probably spend 25 times that amount of time doing work behind the scenes, researching, putting together PowerPoints, and there are some things that just take a lot of time, and I think would be helpful to streamline with somebody else. And I'm probably going to be paying above a few bucks above minimum wage in almost all of the locations that people might be applying from, but we'll talk about that once we get there. But I think that would be a great opportunity for people to get involved and also kind of understand a little bit about my thought process, how I'm dealing with the channel. And yeah, I'll look forward to hearing from you. Now we'll go to the Q&A, but you can do that through my email, treasuretown.yt@gmail.com. And as we're getting to the end, I'm just going to get to those question and answers. So the first one, I'm going to try to be kind of quick about them, but the coolest coin that I've seen or held, well, I think there's kind of two differences. I went to the A&A Money Museum in Colorado Springs, and that is a really, really cool place to go. I would definitely check it out if you have the opportunity. And there are some extremely expensive pattern coins. I want to say there's an $1804 in there, but there was just kind of tons and tons of walls of extremely valuable coins. So that definitely the most valuable that I've seen. I've held 1856 Flying Eagle cent, a proof cent. Wasn't supposed to be made really in 1856. It was more 1857, 1858 kind of deal, and it came through the coin shop, the Happy Coin, that I had been working at. And I'm not formally employed there anymore. Don't have any, I still really like this store, but it's not, I'm not currently working there anymore. Now, next question is, what do you look for when shopping for coins? And when I'm trying to collect coins, I rarely am not as focused on the value, but I really like coins that look original and are in good condition. So if I'm going to buy an old coin for my collection, even if it's from the early 1800s, I still try to get something with a little bit of a luster to it. It has luster, it has good eye appeal, it doesn't look super cleaned and polished. It just kind of looks like an original, a crusty toning on a copper coin would be kind of a really nice, and look great in an album. So those are kind of some of the things that I look for any super rare coins I'm buying. Then I want to make sure that's third-party graded by PCGS or maybe NGC. I really like PCGS, but I think NGC, in terms of authenticity, still does a really good job. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. A lot of people then ask me, do you think it's more worth it to go for silver content or numismatics? And I think that the two are pretty much separate, at least in terms of how I think of it. I think it's a good idea to decide on a percentage of your portfolio or your investments that you want to have located in silver or precious metals, and then purchase that, and then that's more of an investment. The coin side, I try to buy coins. Like I said, I'm not trying to make tons of money when I do it, but I try to buy smart still. But that's more, a fun spending, whereas I consider the silver buying more of an active investment, if that makes sense. And I think that just approaching that and realizing that the two are generally pretty separate is a good way to go about it. Last but not least, what do you think the most underrated US coin series is? And I'm not sure, from a value perspective, they may continue to struggle. I don't think that they've done super well, but that is the classic commemorative half dollars. I just think that they have a lot of the most intricate, well designed designs, just really gorgeous art on the coins. I really want to get that Connecticut half dollar. There's two of them, but there's a Bridgeport and a General Connecticut, I think tercentenary, and that one is really beautiful. I've seen them in person, but I have yet to buy one. So basically what I'm saying is I'd say the classic commemorative, check it out for yourself, and I'd be pretty surprised if you think that there aren't a few designs on those coins that are super, super cool, and they're generally reasonably affordable. Again, it's definitely not a silver investment, but really nice coins to collect and probably own. But with that being said, thanks so much for all of the awesome coins and packages. Hope that you're kind of feel updated on the channel, maybe got some insight on the question and answer, and I'll see you on one of my other videos. It's rare that I do these types of videos, but I'll check back in with the updates when I have them.